Well, good day to you. I hope all is well with you. I'm going to hurry up and get through this particular video right here. I got some things I got to do this evening. But anyway, so you know what? As members of the Order of the Eastern Star and as brothers of the craft, we're supposed to be definitely occupying our minds with useful knowledge. We're supposed to be bettering ourselves, not belittling each other, not turning it up and being drunk and all that stuff. You know, we're supposed to be we're supposed to be better at what we do. We're supposed to be better at the example that we set because of the fraternal order for which we are a part of. We're not the omegas or the deltas or the betas or the sigmas. We're not the sigma tau upsilons and the beta psi phis and omega psi phis and the alpha phi alphas and the we're not that group. We're not. You know, we are the Masons in the Eastern Stars, and we're supposed to carry ourselves as such. And I'm quite sure you know when I say carry yourself as such, you already know what I'm talking about. You already know. So when we find ourselves in situations where we're just turning up and tearing up, and that's not a good look. It's not a good look. You know, and the first thing they say, there go that Mason. They don't care what jurisdiction you in. If you John G. Jones, Prince Hall, they don't care about them jurisdictional things. When people see you doing things and they know that, hey, you know what, Masons are not supposed, they know that Masons are not supposed to be doing certain things. But there you are. There you are all tore up in a club, and there you are all with your dress all tore, you know, you got it up to where you sit down, it comes way up. You know, people know those things, and when they see you and you doing those things, they say, well, why do I want to be a part of that? We're supposed to be occupying our minds with useful knowledge, sisters and brothers. Let me share some books I have here with you. I have some books, you know, and I like to share what I have. Now, this book right here is called The Mystical Life of Jesus Christ, of Jesus per se. And it's a hell of a book. And I'll say that because it's deep. It gets deep. You know, and if you're looking for a good read, it's a good book. And this book is called The Mystical Life of Jesus. It's a deep book, you know. And then, you know, The Laws of Success. I like this book. This is a good book too. The Laws of Success. I have a whole Masonic encyclopedia library, and this is just a couple of books out of that library that I have. And you know, this is Freemasonry through the 6th century. This is this is volume 1 and 2 I have right here. But I have a complete encyclopedia on Freemasonry, you know, so I can understand the craft for which I'm a part of, you know, and I encourage you to find books that's going to help better yourself, you know, and not just that, you know, when you get into your OES ritual or into your Masonic ritual, those books can actually help you better yourself if you get into them and read them and understand what they're saying to you as an individual. You know, and I think when we get into that and we understand that, man, we come out so far ahead. However, we find ourselves not renewing our mind. We find ourselves debating small stuff, you know, who you are and where you come from. That's small stuff. As Masons, as Eastern Stars, we're supposed to be elevating our minds. We're supposed to be wanting to expand who we are. But if all you got is a debate about where you come from, who you are, you're a clandestine, if that's all you got, then, you know, I feel for you. I feel for you if that's all you got. But it is just my personal thing that I believe that as Masons, as Eastern Stars, we are supposed to carry ourselves in such a way that others would say, well, you know what? There is something different when you are a member of the Order of the Eastern Star versus being part of Omega, Alphas, Kappas, the Betas, the Sigma Tau Upsilons, the Deltas. You know, we're a little different. We don't turn it up like that. We're not on college campuses anymore. Masons and Eastern Stars are that group of folks that you look at and say, wow, they got their act together. But when you toe up in the lobby, when you sit down and your dress come way up, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. And I'm just simply saying that because there are people who may be interested in becoming a member of the Eastern Star or becoming a part of the Fraternal Order of Freemasons, but it's because of your actions and how you carry yourself that they back off. They may say, nah. And I'll say that because I have a brother in my lodge right now. He's in his fellowcraft. And he specifically said this during the interview. He said, I was approached to become a Mason. However, the reason I did not become a Mason is because they was doing the same thing I was doing. We was in the club, chasing women, and I don't need to be with them to do that. I can do that by myself. And I was like, wow. So I told him, I said, bro, let me tell you, you know what? We're a little different here in this jurisdiction, in this lodge for which you have your membership, your application for. We're a little different. He said, well, how so? I said, because we want to educate you on Freemasonry. We want to elevate your mind about Freemasonry. We don't want you to think this is what it is. This is not what it is. This is those individuals, that's not what Masonry is all about. And it's not. So when he became a member of this fraternal order in this jurisdiction, I meant what I said. This is not what we are about. However, if you find yourself out, you turn it up, you need to turn it down a little bit. Because you're carrying, everybody knows that you're a Mason. I'm quite sure you've already told them, hey, I'm a Mason. I'm in such a lodge. And that be true. And you out doing your thing, that's not a good look. All I'm saying is that you need to tone it down, sisters. Tone it down, brothers. You all up in the club, you got the bling bling on, you got the OES jacket on, you got the Masonic jacket on, you got the square and the compass hanging down, but you turning, you all up, come on. That's not how Masons and Eastern Stars get down. That's not, it's really not. And I'll tell you another thing, and this is something that was brought to my attention by my inner apprentice in my lodge. It was said that Masons, in order to become an Eastern Star, and I heard this, and I couldn't believe it until it was actually brought to my attention, personally brought to my attention, and I was like, wow. So it was said that, brother, I heard that in order for me to become a Mason, that you was going to have to sleep with my girl. Where did you hear that from? He said that it came from somebody that, he was looking to join a lodge. I'm like, bro, no, that's not how we do it. That's not how Masons do it. Not according to this jurisdiction. That's not how we do it now. Other jurisdiction, they may get down a little different, but that's not how it's done here. And it was hard for me to believe, but it was backed up by a sister who was looking to become an Eastern Star, and the brother told her in order for her to become an Eastern Star, she had to sleep with some brothers. Where did that come from? No. Where did it? Look, I'm going to tell you this. If you are not a member of the Eastern Star or the Freemasons, and you're watching this video, that's not how it's done. That's not part of anything that this fraternal order that I know of represents. We don't get down like that. We don't now. If you come across somebody who's asking you to do those things, then you have to check them. You have to find out, wait a minute, bro, that's not how we get down. So I've heard it for my own self. It's been brought to my attention. I just want to put it out there. That's not how Freemasons get down. And I know the lodge that was doing it. The brother who said it, I do. because they was pointed out. But it's not my business to put that out on this video. No, I'm not gonna do it. I just wanted to be known that it happened. You know, that they was approached that way, and it shouldn't go down that way. My Wishful Master, he knows it. You know, he as a matter of fact, my Wishful Master one that pointed it out to me. You know, so we have to be careful in regards to representing this fraternal order, because there are people that watches who you are. You know, they don't know about jurisdiction. Oh, you're John G. Jones, you're Prince Hall, PHO, International, Modern Free. They know nothing about it. All they know is that you're a Mason. That's all they know. So, until we meet again, I hope and pray that you get something out of this, and I hope that your Grand Lodge, your lodge, great success throughout this year. And as we approach Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you, and always stay out the bushes and keep that light on. I'm out.